Hello everyone, welcome to Lucie's Vision. I am Lucie. I'm going to do a decoding of a song that popped in my head recently. And this song is very common. Many people should know what this song is. It's an old nursery rhyme song. It's called Miss Mary Mack. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to listen to the song, and then I'm going to reflect on the lyrics and to see what pops up to me and what it means to me. So for some reason it keeps being repeated in my mind, so I'm like, okay, what is this song about? I feel like there's a connection to my decoding process, that it's a hidden message in it. So I'm like, okay, the universe wants me to decode it, so that is what I'm going to do. But first, let me get to the song. Give me one sec. Give me one sec, you guys. Okay. Okay, Miss Mary Mack, 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 all dressed in black, 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 with silver buttons, buttons, buttons. Okay, her appearance, all dressed in black. I feel like it means something. All dressed in black, 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 with silver buttons. In this video that I'm watching, the silver buttons is in the back of her. It's in the back. It's not. Silver buttons all down her back, her spine. Miss Mary Mack, 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 all dressed in black, 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 with silver buttons, buttons, buttons down her back. Silver is like, it's her silver buttons could be rods on her back. Miss Mary Mack has rods on her back. Okay, Miss Mary, I feel like represents Mary Magdalene. Yeah, Mary Magdalene. I feel like Miss Mary Mack is based off Mary Magdalene. Don't ask me why. It's the intuition that popped in my head. Miss Mary Magdalene, Miss Mary Mack, all dressed in black, 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 with silver buttons, buttons, down her back. So I feel like there's silver rods at her back, because if you look at the video, the dress that she has is all black, and the silver buttons in the back, and the way that they did like a closer shot to it, it was they focused on the silver buttons. The silver buttons represents rods to me. And okay, let's see what this says. She asked her mother. She asked her mother for 50 cents. She asked her mother for 50 cents to see the elephants. So we're gonna start right there. She asked her mother for 50 cents to see her mother. I feel like asking for payment. Like, it's like, hear me out here. Asking for payment, like a toll. There's a toll. There's a toll, like a karmic toll. Her mother to see the elephants. What does the elephant represent? She asking her mother for 50 cents to see the elephants. Okay, let's see. Okay, you guys, I got ahead of myself. Let's just watch the video all the way through, and anything that pops up, I'm just going to write it down and then give my commentary afterwards. Hold on. Okay, I gotta go. So it's repeated twice. I feel that's significant. How it repeats after every other line. Like it's like Miss Mary Mack, 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 all dressed in black, 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 all dressed in black, black, black. Who, how it? Hold on, you guys. I don't have the lyrics in front of me. Give me 1 second. Hold on. Okay, I'm back. I'm sorry. Let's see. Okay, I just finished watching the video, and I saw representation. Okay, so apparently there's a longer version when it comes to lyrics, but I'm just gonna go with the version of the video I saw and where it ended. So the lyrics goes, Miss Mary Mack, 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 all dressed in black, 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 with silver buttons, 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 all down her back, back, back. She asked her mother, 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 for 50 cents, 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 to see the elephants, 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 to see the elephants, 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 to see the elephants. It sounds weird when I say that. Jump the fence, 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 they jump so high, 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 they reach the sky, 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 and then come back, 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 to the 4th of July, July. To the 4th of July, she asked her mother, 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 for 50 cents, 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 to see the elephants, elephants, elephants. And you know, that's how it goes. So, what stood out to me, hold on, let me get the shorter version, because this is the longer version, and it's going to confuse me for the lyrics. The video I just watched, I feel like Miss Mary represents Mary Magdalene. I feel like Mary Magdalene is some type of gatekeeper. A gatekeeper, because she asks her, but she's a gatekeeper, but she asks her mom for the karmic toll. She asks for payment, so she's asking for payment so that she could see the elephants. Sorry about that, it cut off because of my data. You guys know I have problems with my storage. But anyways, what I was saying, I feel like Miss Mary represents Mary Magdalene. My intuition is screaming at me saying it's Mary Magdalene, and I feel like she represents some type of gatekeeper, because the part where she says, she asks her mother, mother, mother for 50 cents to see the elephants, elephants. So it's like she asks for payment, like it's like a toll, like I don't know why I said karmic toll. I feel like that's significant too, because how I said it, karmic toll. Like she was asking for, like she's like a toll, like a gatekeeper, and she needs payment, 50 cents. 50 cents. Why 50 cents? Why 50 cents? So that's significant, and then how it repeats after other. It repeats itself. That's significant too. Like the song, if you listen to the nursery rhyme, it repeats itself every other line, right? Because like Miss Mary Mack, 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 all dressed in black, black, black. It repeats itself twice. So I feel like that's significant too. 2 times it repeats, like a cycle. It repeats twice, 2 times. It repeats itself. Okay, let's continue on with the lyrics. So I feel like the significance with the 50 cents, the exact payment, what does the 50 represent? That's a question mark to me. And then it repeats itself twice. I feel like that represents some type of cycle of some kind. it repeats itself, and then it says silver buttons, buttons, buttons all down her back, back, back. I feel like she has silver rods. What does the silver rods represent? My intuition is stating that it's silver rods. Some type of silver rods is connected to her back. She asked her mom for 50 cents, so she asked you for payment to see the elephants. If you watch the video, the particular video that I watch, we see the elephants. She's watching the elephants jump over the fence. I feel like the elephants is crossing over. So she helps the elephants cross over. So the elephant could represent souls. I feel like the elephants represent souls. Some type of, not just souls, but these souls are pure, innocent. So she helps the innocent soul, the souls of light, to cross over to, hear me out, to cross over. She helps them cross over because she watched them. She asked for payment to see the elephant, so she helps them cross over to jump the fence. Because that's the next line, to jump the fence. They jump so high. So that part where it said to jump the fence, she's helping them cross over. The fence represents to cross over, where they jump it. And then they jump so high. In the video, it's like they're jumping in a trampoline. But how I'm seeing it is like they're ascending, they're rising to the heavens. They jump so high, because the elephants represents the innocent, pure soul. Mary Magdalene is the gatekeeper. She has asked for toll payment, and I guess their payment was because they are pure and innocent. She helps them cross over, and they reached the sky. It didn't come back. They didn't come back to the 4th of July. I feel like that's significant. 4th of July. What is this? 4th of July is the summer. It's the summer. I feel like it represents a season at one particular moment. I don't know if there's a particular season in some type of culture where the dead, it has something to do with the dead. That part I'm not quite sure what's significant about July. I feel like July, the 4th of July, means something. It means some type of date, some type of, I feel like that there's an energy with that date that connects to the souls, because that's where they come back. They jump so high, so they ascended to the heavens. They reached the sky. I feel like that represents the heavens, and they didn't come back to the 4th of July. Why the 4th of July? What does the 4th of July represent? So I'm seeing the longer version. It says she asked her mother for 5 cents more. 5 cents more to see the elephants jump the door. They jump to the flow. They stubbed their toe. And that was the end of the elephant show. She asked 5. Okay, so this is the longer version of the lyrics that wasn't shown in the video. It says she asked her mother for 5 cents more to see the elephants jump the door. They jumped to the flow. They stubbed their toe, and that is the end of the elephant show. So I feel like the second half is the elephants that wasn't pure-hearted, that wasn't good, that wasn't allowed to jump high up into the heavens, that wasn't allowed to jump high. These particular elephants couldn't jump the door because Mary Magdalene is the gatekeeper. She asked for payment. The mother represents something. She asks the mother, what does the mother represent? The guardian. The mother represents some type. The mother represents something. I'm gonna come back to the mother. Okay, so she asked the mother for 5 cents more to see the elephants. We know the elephants represent souls. Okay. And then, but the second part of this longer version of the song that I didn't see, it states that when she asked for the 5 cents to see these elephants, which represent souls, to jump the door. Remember, the first half didn't have a door. It was a fence. So she was helping them cross over. The second half is a door. What does the door represent in the second half? And then, so it goes, to see the elephants to jump the door. They jumped to the flow, but they stubbed their toe. They could, like, what that part. Sorry if I'm stuttering. That part stood out to me. it says they jumped the door. They jumped to the flow, but they stubbed their toe. I feel like that's like the door shut on them. That they couldn't go through. Like they always made it, and then the door shut. It was the end. It says they jumped to the flow. They stubbed their toe, and that was the end of the elephant show. And that was the end of them. So what does the door represent? Okay, so we have the fence, which represents some type of crossover. But Mary, like the crossover, like the first part, we're gonna go back to the first part. But let's just finish this one. Okay, the fence represents a crossover. The door, what does the door represent? An entryway, an entrance to something or to a place, which I feel like the door represents. I feel like the door represents heaven too, but like I don't like what's the difference. Because the first half, she went with them. In the video, she went with them with the elephants. Let's go back to the first half. It goes. Miss Mary Mack, all dressed in black, with silver buttons, all down her back. She asked her mother, for 50 cents, to see the elephants, jump the, to see the elephants, jump the fence. They jumped so high, they reached the sky. They didn't come back to the 4th of July. If you watch the video, that's the video I watched. It's the first half. Okay, the second half wasn't in the video. The first half, I saw her, like, she watched them jump high, which they was jumping on the trampoline, and she would see them, like, jump the fence, and she went with them when they was going high. She went with them. She took them there. So, I feel like she's some type of gatekeeper. But the second half, she asked for payment for these particular souls. But these particular souls was trying to jump the door, was trying to jump the gate into the gate because she's the gatekeeper, but it says they jumped to the flow. They was almost there, but it stubbed their toe because the door was shut, and that was the end of the elephant show. That's what I feel like the second half of this longer version is the souls that couldn't go into heaven, that she did, like they couldn't make it. Because these particular souls may not have been like the first half souls, the one that was pure-hearted, innocent. And the second one wasn't. They couldn't enter. She said no. Because she asked for 5 cents. The first half was 50 cents. The second half, she asked for 5. And the second half wasn't able to enter the door. This is very interesting. I feel like this has to do with souls. Like she's a gatekeeper. Mary Magdalene, aka Miss Mary Mack. She's a gatekeeper of the heavens. Not just the heavens. I feel like she's a gatekeeper of both heavens and hell. Like she decides if you can enter heaven, or she will send you. Like, she's decided if you can enter heaven, because like if you enter heaven, she goes with you to help you along the journey. If she sees that you're a soul that's meant to go to hell, she asks for payment, which is 5 cents, and she watches you to see if you're gonna make it up to the door. So that she watches you, and she knows that you're not going to go to heaven. She just watches you. And you try to make it, and then the door shuts, and you stub your toe. These souls are not meant to enter heaven. Heaven and hell. This is very interesting. I never knew this nursery rhyme has a deeper meaning than this. Wow. Miss Mary Magdalene is she's from the Bible. Mary Magdalene in the Bible. This is who she is. She's a gatekeeper of the heavens as well as hell. Heaven and hell, she gatekeeps. And the elephants represents innocent souls. Well, elephants represent souls, but the first half it was innocent souls. The second half was I guess the souls that wasn't able to jump high. They wasn't, their soul wasn't in higher vibration. It was too low. It was too low. Oh, it was too low. They jumped the flow. They jumped to the flow. I feel like everything. Yeah. Okay, that was interesting. Wow. Okay, so the fence represents. Okay, the first half is the fence. She watched the elephants jump over the fence, right? And then she went with them to, like, as they're jumping high, like she went with them, like she helped them cross over. The second half, she watched them. She didn't even go. She just watched them. And that was the end. The doors just shut on them. That was interesting, you guys. This is my decoding of this nursery rhyme. It was very interesting, and I had fun. If I come up with anything new, I will add more information to this video, like by doing an update. But this is what I got. You guys saw me do it right at the spot, like right on the spot. So sorry for any mistakes, because I was getting like, you could tell I was getting passionate because how I was talking so fast. But it was very interesting what was coming out. But see you guys next time. Lucie out. Bye.